Hey there everyone, it's Grymestone again from the League of Average Gamers, and we're back in Kenshi. So this is going to be my second series I'm doing. And I'm restarting the game, because my previous account, previous save file I should say, when I imported the game it made everything invisible. Well, that was apparently the buggy part of the importing game file. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to restart, we're just going to start over again from scratch, and it'll be good. It'll be good. We could use a fresh start. Now I can explore all the new features. So, starting out, I did the same start out with my basic survivors, or freedom seekers, I suppose, where you have a group of people that start with you. And at the beginning, I basically sat there and farmed up weaponry and things like that. And from attacking bandits that would attack the town that I spawned in. And that got me a lot of money and resources, because now you need money and resources. So that's a good starting strategy. Sit there and kite people into the town and then take all their stuff. It works. After that, you see here I started advancing my base a little more. It took a few hours of research to get all this stuff done here. A few hours. Yeah, 2 hours exactly to do all this. But I got the entire first tier research done and even researched tier 2, so I'm able to start researching tier 2. So right now I'm just building everything. There are blueprints. You do start with blueprints as the freedom seekers, which I was unaware of on my original save. I restarted several times while doing this because my previous venture, let's just say it didn't end well for me. Yeah, not well at all. Lots of bandits attacked. And yeah. Anyway, no need to be living in the past. So we're back here. So right now I'm just building this small house so that way I can get my new research bench in there and I can start back up on research level 2. There's a weird thing in the tech now that says test. I don't know what that does yet, but you can access it with any level research bench, but it costs a lot of money. It might be the next tier of research because I believe it only went up to 6 or 7 last time. That was the highest you could go. So maybe there's a new rank now. Leveling up now requires money, so money is way more important in this anyway, in this newest update that came with sound and things like that. That money is very important. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that throughout this playthrough, is keeping my money levels up so that way I can actually keep researching. So you notice I actually have a farm here. I actually did start using that farm to get a stock of wheat built up, so that way when I build some more production facilities in terms of like rum and things like that, or fabric producing, or bread even, I can use that stockpile I have there. Also, I have my little mine set up. You know, this is just my basic setup. The blueprints you start with allow you to build your basic outpost. You get your shack, you get your stone processor, stone mine, well farm. That's what you get. Generator. That's everything. Tech bench. You have to research from then on. And even then, all of your armors that you can craft, so far as I can tell, and all of your weapons that you can craft, you can only craft the very most basic forms of these. You have to go and buy the blueprints for everything else. And you have to make the materials yourself, obviously, just as in before. Like the raw materials, you will need to research in order to produce the raw materials. But if you want to refine them into an actual weapon or an actual suit of armor, you must first purchase the blueprints. And those blueprints range anywhere from 1,000 katans to up to 10,000. So there's a big range there. Even 20,000, I think I saw for one, I believe, katana or something like that. But yeah, you see here, I'm building my research bench level 2, and outside is my weapons crafting bench. Inside, I built a fabric loom as well. And I'm just trying to build one of everything right now, so that way I have storage for everything. I have all my production materials. I can get a shop going right now. I built myself at a crossroads. You don't want to build yourself too far away from a major city or out of the way. Like I had originally built behind the capital city. Then I was like, well, that's not a smart idea. Nobody's going to come and buy my stuff. And after a few hours, I realized that. So I restarted the playthrough again. Ended up dying, and then restarted again. And now I'm here in between two cities. Nobody's attacked me so far. So that's went pretty well. And I'm able to build a lot and get all the research done. So I did skip that basic preliminary setup. I hope you don't mind, but that's basically the same thing as it was before. Other than that, I haven't experienced anything too different in the game playthrough so far than my original one. Just a lot of research still. Again, money. I'm focusing on that more than before, but that's basically it. So far as I can tell, I'm interested to see how armor crafting is going, though. I definitely want to focus on getting my armor crafting up at some point, because I want to be able to build armor for my people and, of course, get people training. The new types of armor, actually, are really great, because I've got my main character, Grymestone, there. He is in full heavy armor. Like, this guy's decked out. He's got heavy armor. He's got a heavy sword. He's a tank, and I've set him to tank, and so what happens is when enemies do attack me, he's the guy who's out in the forefront just like, hit me. He's got his giant sword and swinging it around, and it's pretty cool. And he takes less damage as a result of that really heavy armor. But of course he moves like at a snail's pace. The guy walks everywhere he goes, even when everybody else is running and you have him set to run, he walks at a snail's pace. But, oh well, nothing I can do about that. It's the price you pay for wearing armor of a tank. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. There we go. This is our preliminary base. Get everything set up and built. I'll skip ahead to when everything is finished in production. A great strategy here that I noticed that somebody mentioned in the comments, which is nice of them, in one of my previous videos, is that you can now turn in, or you've actually always been able to do this, I just never did. When you knock out or defeat bandits, be they dust bandits or sand ninjas, you can take them to a police station and trade them in for a bounty, and they're worth a lot. Now, obviously, if they're dead, you only get half. I was unaware of this, so I only got half the amount of money here. He does have to take it off of you, but I mean, it's a pretty hefty reward. And if you turn in a sand ninja alive, he's 5,000 katans. Now, you can only turn in one sand ninja at a time, and you can only do, I think you have to alternate or something along those lines. I'm not sure, because I tried turning in 3 sand ninjas at once, and he only took 1, and so then I just had 3 sand ninjas sitting there, and I was like, well, what am I going to do with the sand ninjas? So I just dropped them off, and was like, alright, I'm going to sell their stuff, and they can deal with them if they come back to life. They've got nothing but pants, so that wasn't too big of a deal. And so far as I can tell, the Dust Bandit bosses are the only guys who will be taken for a bounty other than Sand Ninjas. They have to be the bosses. And they will take the bosses, always, so far. That's been my experience, is that every time I turn in a boss, they accept it. Be it 2 bosses at once, they will take the boss. Sand Ninjas they're picky with. I don't know, they don't like Sand Ninjas. They can only store so many in a cell at one time before they start breaking out. But I feel like this playthrough, I'll be doing a lot more with the stores, a lot more shopping, and a lot more monetary focus, rather than just building my own base and being very secluded, like, go away, I'm building my base. This time I'll actually have a nice little setup where I'm actively trading. I'm hoping I can attract here in the next episode or so some traders. I have yet to see any traders come by, but I don't have a bench yet in which they will buy things and sell things, a little shop counter. I don't have one of those yet. Right now, I'm just getting production facilities down. I could also use more people. I'm kind of sad now that I've lost my old team. Though I did, as you can see, pick up quite a few people. I pretty much just spent all of my money from those bounties on hiring more people at the town bars, which is definitely helpful when you're going for trade goods and you're early on out here. It's there's a lot of manpower is required. Also, I've been selling all the gear, and that's been getting me a lot of money, especially now the Dust Bandits carry armor on them. That's pretty nice, because the Dust Bandits themselves, that armor sells for quite a bit. And I can get a couple thousand apiece off of their armor. And so I was able to get a lot. So it's easier to get money, I'd say, now, from just defeating people and things like that, but money is more important. And I kind of want to get the trade system set up here and explore my armor crafting and the weapons crafting, which has gotten more in depth. And walls too. I need to get a wall around this compound here. New building probably, just to house my store. I'll probably do the saloon for my store. But I've got my hemp farm there, in which I can get cloth. I'll probably produce some fabric. I'll need that for my production of clothing. And then I need to build an ore mine still. I have yet to build one of those, but then I can start producing weapons once I build that ore mine. and get the fabric going, of course. But I need more people. As you can see, some of my people still have stuff that I forgot to sell, but there's no one left in the town bars. I've checked several times. So this was basically a quick start episode introducing you back to the new series, guys. Hope you enjoy it. The series will be returning every Tuesday and Thursday of this week, hopefully, and all the way through the next few weeks. I'm hoping to do a charity live stream at some point for the holiday season at some point. I'll upload a video for that information. And yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you had a great time, and I'll see you next time.